Maybe there was something down below and I just didn't see it. Could that be the case? Where the Skals were underneath? Sewer entrance coming out. Oh! It is! It's here! It is!
It's locked.
Oh. Okay. It's locked. So that's the way out. Is that the way out? That's the way out. So... Okay. Well, where's the bloody way in?
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
Okay. There is a vampire around here who has just killed, and it was not me. Or when I say vampire, am I talking about a Skal? I'm not, am I? I'm talking about an Equan. Surely. This man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. And I have absolutely no way of tracking him. Nope, I'm officially baffled. I cannot seem to find a way through to the sewers. No, I can't. So, I think I'm just going to finish off putting these, where are they? Posters up. I really want to find him and talk to him before I make a decision regarding this watch. I really do want to do the right thing by the old lady and the little lad trying his best to sell his wares. I can't even remember where the hell I'm supposed to be. Where can I put these posters up? Is there a place to put the poster up on the front? Just get this off my list of... Okay. This is probably totally and utterly the wrong way. Oh, this allows me to... Okay. Oh, I've not... I started to come this way and then went the other way. Yes, I did. Okay, we got Ruin. Ruin. Oh, God, it's... Well, at least I've got... Alright, can I sneak up on them? Can I stun them? Can I do the stunning? No, I'll tell you what. No, not that one! Okay. That's not what I wanted. Wrong one! I've really got to get a lot better at... Oh! Look, that's... He's gonna do his thing, probably. Okay. Just keep dodging. Whoa, he's... Okay, we... Smash! Oh, ooh, hello. Don't mind if I do. Oh! I really do feel like that's sort of cheating, you know? I know you could argue... Oh, God. You could argue me using vampires is cheating to... Oh, no, no, no. Don't be doing that. That's really annoying. Yes, it is. Okay. Yeah, all right. I shouldn't be talking about fair and unfair, considering. Really. Ah, here we go. One poster. Oh, and another one. Where's that? Yes, I'm lost again. This is... Oh, no, no. I put this one up, didn't I? Okay, this is back to the... Yeah, right. All right, and I've got one more poster to put up. I've got one more poster to put up. The question is... I can put one up there, but... No, I can't put that there. Come on, come on. Oh, I can swish up there. Ah!
Done.
Nice!
Mr. Throckmorton should be happy.
Yes, he should. Where exactly am I now? Just in some random stranger's house that I've decided to enter and rob. Oh. Okay. I don't think they're going to be needing any of this stuff anyway, so... Yeah. What the hell happened here? Just random murder? Oh my God, what the hell happened here? This has got to have been Skal's, hasn't it? Just sort of jumped through the windows and killed everyone? Oh well. Not a lot I can do about that. Although I wonder, if I make a neighborhood worse... Oh, I know where I am. There was a little side of me thinking I hadn't checked this side of things. But yeah, so if I make a neighborhood worse, does that increase the number of Skal attacks? Okay. Is that Ichabod again?
Good evening, Mr.
Yes.
Throckmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
I'm going to ask you some other questions, because I did actually find out, yeah, you're a fraud. No, before we do that, let's...
I put up your public service announcement. Consider the common folk warned about the vampiric presence.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You may not realize it, but you saved a great many lives today.
Do you really think they could be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
He wants to be a hero. Ichabod believes vampires have killed Jack Gilligan. No, actually, I believe it was the Wet Boot Boys. Ichabod considers himself the protector of Sean Hampton's night shelter. One more hint. Dude.
You've never faced, let alone killed, a vampire, Ichabod. You're a fraud.
No, I'm not. I may embellish the truth concerning my achievements, but I'm totally dedicated to my quest.
You're a lunatic. You do have courage. I will give you that. But you really are going to get yourself killed, dude. I mean, I sort of feel like, you know, I should break the spell, but at the same time, it's like discouraging people from doing the right thing. Because he's a little, like, not annoying. He's a little laughable. And I don't want to get him killed. But at the same time, I don't want to discourage people from trying to do something for the community, especially since I seem to be doing an awful lot to harm it.
You have courage, Mr. Throckmorton. Perhaps that is all one requires to face the demons.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You'll see. One day I'll find and kill one of these monstrosities with my own 2 hands.
Hint failed. I was supposed to discourage him. Okay. I was supposed to be a negative misery, wasn't I? Oh, whatever. Whatever.
Why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Yeah, that's true. Can't believe it. I'm not going to get a hint because I didn't give him the whole negative thing.
Goodbye. And good hunting, Mr. Throckmorton.
I'm supposed to be one... Oh. There was a guy stood here earlier. Looked like he was... Okay, then. Alright. Hello?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
It's gonna be like that, is it? Let's have a look. Can't cure her.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
Well, for a start, I'm a doctor. I was a doctor in the war. So, yeah, let's put that down as a yes. Oh, I also happen to be a vampire, but I might not want to mention that.
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
Please, let me find some deep, dark secret that makes it a good idea to just rid the world of her. Rid me of her. Please. I know it'll make the place a little worse off, but honestly, it's like a little worse off, but a little better off at the same time. I mean, I've already decided I'm going to take the serial killer out, but right now, if I had to choose between the two of them, there'd be a second of pause. Yes, there would.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
This should be an option. Just sort of just bare my fangs and just go "Arr!" and then ask the question again. Say clearly what you think of me.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
She's been saying it non-stop.
You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
Which makes you an idiot, because you don't know anything about me. You're a sort of ideological idiot who makes judgmental calls at a glance without finding out any of the details. And here's the killer. Here's the killer. I bet you are the first person to scream bloody murder when anyone else does that to you. Someone looks at you and says, well, you're just a woman, you can't work in this industry. You'll be the first to scream discrimination and prejudice. You're the first. And yet, you instantly prejudged me. And you're wearing a stupid hat.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
I fight poverty. You really have no idea who I am. I fight poverty. You really have no idea who I am. Why would I say it like that with a question? Do I fight poverty? I don't know. You're right. You're not bloody right. But do I fight poverty? I kind of do in my own way. I give medications out. Free ones.
You're right. I have never suffered from poverty. But that doesn't mean I don't fight it and its consequences.
I really doubt you ever had to fight for anything in your life, Dr. Reed.
Are you a trade union activist by any chance? I mean, stupid question time.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
Your beliefs cost you your job. No, they didn't. Her crappy attitude cost her a job. It's one thing to believe in equality and unions and sticking together and fighting for the common man. It's another thing to just pick random fights with every bugger you meet.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Well, I believe that. I honestly believe. Here's the thing. I believe you. I do. I believe you. I'd be on your side if I didn't want to rip your head off and kick it down the street. No support from the trade union.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need?
Workers they
Why
like.
don't they support you?
A few nights back,
'Cause she's
I
horrible.
lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
I can see where this is going. Find the money, get on her good side, remove urge to rend her limb from limb.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Do I have any reason whatsoever to actually want to be on her good side?
I can't protect the whole city.
He says. Looking for clues, that's what I'm doing. Okay. Oh. It was him I saw stood there. For some odd reason, he just looks different when I see him here, and he described himself as the protector of this place. But I didn't actually put two and two together that every time I looked at him stood in front of the door, it was him. No, I didn't. I thought there was a bouncer on the door. I'm just going to have to talk my way past. Right, so I did in fact get another task from... Okay, that one's done, that one's done. Where's the... Edwina Cart? That's her! Giselle Paxton. Seek for Paxton's thieves. That was an odd way to do... That's all the way over there where I was trying to find the
Your kind's not welcome here, sir.
The wet boots shouldn't be fighting each other. They've got bigger problems elsewhere.
I've got better things to do than help her out, but I kind of just want to just prove to her. Just like, I don't know what it is about it. I want to just...
They'll all return to the
I want to wipe the
ship
smile.
and
Well, it's not even a smile. The smirk
What have we here?
attitude.
Lost your horse.
I want to sort of go to, see? Huh? See? I got your bloody money back, you hag. He says, running in a random direction without actually having... Yeah, no, I'm heading in the right direction. I'm heading in the right direction. See, just because I've got an education and nice clothes does not mean I'm a lazy bum. Which I guess does actually mean that she successfully manipulated me. Probably not. Oh. Okay. Pruin Enforcer. Okay.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
Oh, yeah. Why are they not fighting? There's a Skal there. Why are they not? Oh! Get some more blood. Right. I think that's that one done. And then... Just... Oh! Can I not drink from him? You would actually have thought that moment he was pretty vulnerable. You really would. Okay.
Giselle's stolen money. Everyone has some unethical ways of financing their war.
Oh, what? No, you did have something. Right! Right! There you go! There you bloody go! Which way was it? It was this way, wasn't it? Yeah. I can't believe this. Yes, I know. I appreciate at some level I've just got... Well, not played. I don't think she did it deliberately. But in a way, she's got me running around doing things for her, even though I can't stand her, just because I want to wipe the attitude off her. This was the right way, right? I can go in here. Where are you? Where are you? Oi! Come here!
You again? What do you want?
Just have this bloody money!
I've identified the men who stole from you. You were right. They were members of some self-proclaimed militia.
I knew it! Did you find the money too?
They had already spent the money. No! I mean, as tempted as I am to do that, yeah, see, here's the money. I'm giving it back to you, even though I'm rich and privileged.
Yes, here it is. They thought they could finance their activities with it.
I never thought a man like you would be kind enough to... I misjudged you. Badly.
You think?
Well... Thank you, sir.
Will you give the money back to your comrades, then?
Fuck those bastards who fired me. I'll give the money to Miss Gillingham. Her son Jack was a friend of mine. He was killed recently.
Alright, now she's being nice. I mean... Right. She's a friend of Enid Gillingham, which does... Because I like... I still would have liked to have heard her say sorry. She was like right on the cusp of saying it, wasn't she? Do I have anything new? Do I have any new... Right. Actually, that is a good point. What do you know of Jack Gillingham's death?
I know you were friends with Miss Gillingham's son, Jack. Tell me about his death.
Jack's murder has been a shock to the neighborhood. A sign that the situation is now out of control.
Why is that?
There has always been tension between the Wet Boot Boys and members of the trade union. But a murder? That's a first.
So who killed him? Go on.
Who killed him?
No one will ever know. One thing is certain. While Jack was alive, I had one less reason to drink.
Okay.
Why does that upset you so much?
I wish I had found the time and words to tell him how important he was to me before it was too late. Another failure for Giselle Paxton.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you should, I don't know, learn from that a little bit.
Well, I'll leave you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
Be nice to the people around you a little more while you still can. And for the record, I'm going to pretend you actually did say I'm sorry. Okay, well, I've done a little good around here. I'm assuming the posters are considered a bit of a goodness, even though I lost a hint for him. Oh. Okay. What? This looks like there's a lot of blood.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Hello, Lottie, who's perfectly healthy. Why are you working at night?
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
Oh. So...
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
Awfully cheerful. What are you hiding?
What can you tell me about the Sad Saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
Yeah, I get told that rather a lot.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Alright.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Wait,
Well,
what?
I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Okay then. I will take your word for that. Hint required, hint required. I am looking for
I'm
Sean
looking
Hampton.
for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Right, but the question is where?
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I thought I found him at his shelter.
Hope Giselle will
But apparently I didn't, and thus I am now just gathering even more information. Did I hear someone burp or someone growl? I can't quite...
Come now, Lottie. There is
Alright.
so much work.
Just keep checking the area for clues, I guess. And, oh. Old newspaper. The bomb exploded just after dawn in front of the Dawson & Dawson Munitions Factory, the largest employer in the district. The detonation smashed the windows and factories of the North-South Walk. It's a miracle that only 2 people died in the attack, confirmed Chief Superintendent Alexander Brighton. Oh, right.
This must be a picture of the bomb explosion Dyson Delaney spoke of.
Right. It's... Where... There you are. Over there. Right. Okay. Well, we can check that out some... I was about to say, is this how I get into the sewers or something? But no. It's not. Just... Oh, was that a box I could... Yes, it was! With bullets and alcohol. Why is there a box with bullets and alcohol in that area? I mean... Okay. A giant wheel to turn, and no reason or way to turn it.
Worries me.
And...
Know something about
Oh, dude! Dude!
Why the long face, Doctor?
Oh, no. Oh, no, yeah, oh, wow. Is that all that worries you?
Is it all that worries you, Sean? My long face? Really?
This is a blessing for me to become a Skal. Immortality gives me more time and energy, if truth be known, to run a shelter. What more could I want?
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you are? Because I was sort of hoping I was going to find you normal and there was going to be a big excuse as to why this was a terrible misunderstanding. I can't inspect your health because, of course, that's not an option anymore. Okay. Right, so I've just had 6,000 XP. How can I drain his blood now? How can I drain his blood? He's a vampire as well.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Don't holy symbols repel you?
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
He's wearing a
If that is your
crucifix.
burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
Wait, whoa. You seem to know an awful lot about being a Skal. Considering I've been a vampire longer than you, at least I think so, or have you been a Skal for a long, long time? Right. Now, I just read something that said Skals can still talk, but, you know...
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Yeah, and that doesn't sound weird to you? That doesn't, like, little alarm bells going? I mean, I know there's a load of corpses all over the place, and I suppose you could just eat them, and I guess who would I be to judge, all things considered, but...
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
You're a helpful Skal. Just...
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain?
Mostly, yeah. Remember William Bishop?
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Well, you seem perfectly rational, but there is a small issue of Harriet Jones.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor.
All right.
Why would I do such a thing?
There was sounds of arguing near the stairs. Yeah, because my first thought was this was going to turn out to not be you being the killer, and then I saw you and thought, oh dear. But now I'm...
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
Okay.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
Wait. So she knew what you were? I'm not convinced. I'm not. But at the same time, that seems to be my only option anyway.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I'm intrigued. I'm impressed. I'm intrigued more than anything. Wait, that's the gate I found when looking for the... Oh, I can get into the sewers now. Well, I am impressive. He's a Skal, and he seems perfectly lucid to me. He does. He also seems very creepy.
Very well. You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
Okay, well that... I mean, if I believe him, he's just going to let me kill him? He's just going to let me kill him? Will he let me rifle through his stuff? For clues, obviously. I mean, for clues, because I'm trying to find out if he is actually the good Skal he so claims. Folded paper. Folded paper. Forgive me, God, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I'd never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. There I said it. Please forgive me, Lord, for I am just a sinner. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I ever had to deal with since I opened my night shelter in the East End. For years, I've tried to understand why this man regularly makes me so irritated, and I think I recently found out why. Dyson has stopped fighting, for good and forever. I've met so many heavy drinkers in my life, men and women, rich and poor, young and old. I've witnessed their fight with their demons, their past, their guilt, and their failures. Sometimes they can put a name on this inner evil of theirs. Sometimes they have never been able to identify the real cause of their despair. But in most cases, for these men and women, to drink is a way to keep fighting. Of course, it is a useless and destructive form of struggle, but at least this self-destruction means that something makes them suffer. They still fight against this pain they feel so deep inside. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asking for a salvation, for the light of Christ. And as long as they wish to see this light, there is place for hope. Dyson Delaney has no hope left. He does not drink to smother his pain. No, I'm now convinced he conscientiously drinks for the sadist joy of smothering all hope. I really don't know what is a worse sin, to deliberately cast away hope from your own heart or complacently bask in self-destruction. Okay, so yeah. That's the first hint of his I found, isn't it? There's going to be a lot more to his story, I suppose. Maybe I can rekindle his hope. Maybe I can check what's in that safe.